Well, welcome back everybody to the Smithton Hockey Complex for round 6 of the Greater Northern League. It's the men's competition. We've got Smithton hosting the visitors from Launceston City. They've had a long road trip. They're up. The weather's actually turned pretty nice for them. Very different from the last couple of days up here when there was quite a bit of rain. But it is going to be a tough game for the Saints. They're facing a Launceston City side that is just trying to maintain pace with the top 4 at the moment. They're just sitting outside that top 4 on the men's ladder, and they'll be hoping to get a win here today on the road just to get them back in the conversation of a potential finals berth. Smithton, though, they've got some really talented young players. There's a few famous old stagers in that team too, and they are at home not going to be an easy it's not going to be an easy contest for anyone by any stretch of the imagination. Two teams have managed to make sure that no one's stolen any hockey balls before the first whistle. And so everyone's on the same page, everyone's pretty happy. Game is not too far away from starting now. And leading the commentary today, as you probably heard if you tuned in for the women's match earlier, is the one and only Will Braid from West Devonport. Will, welcome to the call to you. I know you're going to have to, or probably you're only going to be able to do a half or so. I know you've got to run off and do your playing in the big game afterwards, but we'll get the most out of you for this next half, I reckon.
I don't know about run off, Scott. I nearly only run when something's chasing me. It should be a good game here, Smithton and Lonnie City. Smithton have struggled this year a little bit. Nigel Kingston at fullback, he's going to be really important. Cruz Gray will be really important when he gets on there as well, as will Spud House, number 13. Keep an eye out for him playing at left inner. For Launceston City, looking for Bo Cornelius, number 8, Jack Collins, 68, and Arb Lockhart, number 12 on the wing. He'll be important too. Smithton on the way, Blake at right half. Turnover in the middle. Mitch Harbour earning the free hit. Here's Cornelius. Good pace on the ball early as Rory goes down that right-hand side. Taken now by Jacob Trover. Spud House, all the time in the world. Works his way around a couple. Arb Lockhart comes to defend, but House earns the free hit. He's been doing it for a long time, Spud House. Very important player for this team. Kingston there for the transfer. He's going to come out here to Blake House. No, he goes for the inner instead. Oh, good bit of stuff by good bit of stuff by Braden Hine there. Starting at centre half is a big responsibility for him. We did hope to get his dad Andrew Hine here earlier, but I don't know where he's gone. He's one of those Smithton blokes who's scared of a microphone. Ben Gray's also scared of a microphone. I hope he watches this coverage so he can hear that. House. Blake House works his way through. Creates an opportunity for Clayton House. And out over the baseline. Clay Denman just walks it back to the top. He'll set up for the 16. Cornelius. Back into the fence. Cornelius picks it up at centre half again. Looks to roll out to his left. His right, sorry. Promotes it up the wing. Lost ball. Louis Poposky now. He's going to be looking for Kingston. He'll give it to him in the end. Kingston will probably transfer here. He's got Blake House at the right half. Finds him. Good trap, Blake House. Obviously just back from the under-15 nationals. Very good runner, very good player. Very tanned as well. He's come back from holiday. He's been in Queensland for the last little bit, so he's looking very tanned. Is Blake and Spud out there as well, of course. Back towards Nigel Kingston, the defender. The very sturdy defender. Looks for Hine. Working his way through his Coker with no shin pads on. Finds Thrower. Thrower's very dangerous in this situation. Works his way through. Pearson's got a bit to do. It's an own goal. Thrower's in the net. Jacob Thrower very, very quick around that right wing, and he finds the ball across and an own goal as such, but it'll go down to Thrower. He's one to the good. Smithton are one to the good. Fought into play in the first quarter. Smithton employing a pretty decent press here. Not willing to sit back and wait for Lonnie City to come at them. Here's Cornelius. He's going to look to this side. He's got his man on the left side. Oh, it's been overrun. I don't think he's quite going to get back there. No, unlucky to get back there was Finley Gregson. Here's Thrower again. And Gregson in possession now. He's stuck right in the corner. Good pressure there, and good bit of pressure there from Coker, the man with no shinnies. Roll out the other far side through Denman. Slips as he goes to pass it, but it's going to be okay. Lonnie City worked their way up the wing. Picked up there nicely by Mitch Harb. He rolls the ball onto the inside. Lonnie City still building. First real attacking opportunity for Launceston City. They've got to work their way around the back. I've never quite understood the fascination with attacking the circle through the T-spot. I don't quite get it. If someone's here watching this broadcast in Smithton at the Hockey Centre or close by, bring me a flat white with one and explain to me why people attack through the T-spot so regularly. Here's Cornelius over the ball, drags his way around Hine, tries to feed his way through and finds a foot. The foot of Xander Poke. Cornelius again gets onto the back six shot. Oh, saved. First real attacking foray for Lonnie City. Produces a shot on target, but it was saved quite nicely. They build up again. Turned over. Thrower, missed trap. Lonnie City go back in through into the middle. Through DeMarco. DeMarco's ball to Sutherland was intercepted, and we'll have a long corner. Gill, Denman. Denman goes hard, looking for a deflection, can't find one. Blake House goes to hit the ball at the wing. Thrower can't quite make the trap. Big transfer, Lonnie City. They're not scared to throw that transfer. Alistair Stebbing's about to go on. Having his first run of the day. Young Turbo. He's fast. Watch him go. When he gets out there, he's quick. Wearing the number 1 that his dad used to wear. Lockhart having a spell. Of course, Jeremy Stebbings now playing Division 3 for Launceston City. He's succumbed to age, apparently, so I'm told. He's reckons he's too old to play Division 1 anymore, Greater Northern League, so he's gone back to play Div 3. Unable to keep it on the far side is Richard Cornish, the man who umpired the last game, the women's game, which was a 4-1 result to South Burnie. You're watching the Greater Northern League Hockey Men's Launceston City versus Smithton here in Smithton. Beautiful day, bit of sunshine around. Makes Cruz Gray really happy when there's sunshine around. He'll be on there very shortly as Hine has the ball in the middle. Goes to drag round. Great tackle, Cornelius. Stick round behind the back and away he goes. Hine gives chase. Gives away the free hit. Cruz Gray is going to head to the wing. Thrower, the goal scorer, has a little rest. Bit of a turn-up. Lonnie City, Smithton being 1 goal up this early in the game. We wasn't quite expecting that. These two sides, similar position on the ladder, of course, but I wonder whether it's just that home ground advantage from Smithton knowing where they've got to go to get the ball and find the net that does a little bit. There's an obstruction there. Looking for an early ball to the right wing. It's not going to come. Kingston walks over, whacks it, looking the way of Cruz Gray. He's doing a very, very good job to trap that. It's funny, the home ground advantage thing in hockey. Like, the pitches are the same length and the same width and the goals are the same size no matter where you go in the world. But there is always that home ground advantage, whether it's the few Smithton people here cheering, making life a little more difficult for the Lonnie City guys, or just being comfortable in your own surrounds. Hymes tackled late. Now they're away, Lonnie City, trying to move the ball quickly.
Ball bounces differently away from home, mate.
The ball bounces differently away from home, according to Scott. Is that why Geelong can't win in Brisbane?
It's universal.
I just wonder whether it's familiar surrounds. I reckon it's worth 2 goals, the Smithton home ground advantage. So you've got to, you're 2-0 down before you start when you come down to this end of the world. I'm not sure if it's the dim sims and the chicken kebabs from the Detention River shop on the way through, or the stopping at Tall Timbers as you come around the roundabout to get here. I don't know what it is. It's definitely worth 2 goals playing against Smithton down here, though.
How much are those ad spots worth?
Sorry?
How much are those ad spots worth?
A lot. Yeah, those ads are worth a lot. I did stop at Detention River on the way through.
Invoices in the mail?
Yeah, they are. And they're big too. Cornish, the fastest umpire in Australia. Oh no, it's Coker. Coker picks up, tries to drag ride. Coker over it inside the 25. He's going to be looking for a decent lead. Not a bad ball. Just didn't find anybody, unfortunately. How thin do Jaden Pearson's legs look on the thighs? He's got the super heavy, the super fantastic goalkeeping gear, Jaden Pearson. And it'd be interesting to see exactly how strong they are if you get a ball in the thigh with those ones. Very relaxed goalkeeper, of course, Jaden. Hine again, good trap. Oh, House couldn't quite run off with it. Good work from Hine there to make that intercept, though. Overlap from the left half from Launceston City. Finley Gregson, Cruz Gray's going to chase him all the way back down. It's not where he wants to be when he's in a goal-scoring position at the right wing. Back into the middle. Gill over the ball. Cornish can't quite pick it up, finds a foot. Lonnie City a chance to load up again. Oh, wasn't 5. Cornish probably lucky to still be out there, and lucky Leah House didn't show him a card. Umpires for today's game, Leah House and Mel Scollier. 2 very experienced umpires who know a lot about hockey. They've forgotten more about hockey than I know, I reckon. Which isn't much, really. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Smithton 1 goal to the better. Kingston tries to transfer on this side. The commentary side, the Coker off for a spell and throw her back on. House, thrower. Thrower will try and turn his opponent. In the end, he decides to go wide. Unable to make that trap is Poposky. Overhead from Demon into the corner was good. A little bit too good for Jordan Sutherland. Stebbings, good skills over the far side. Plays the back ball, very smart hockey from Stebbings. Over it now is Collins. Tackled by thrower. Cornelius looks wide. Oh. And almost a goal for Lonnie City. They're really pounding on the pressure after Smithton pinched an early goal to go 1-0 up. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. So Blake House is going to come on very, very soon as well. Poposky works his way out. Dispossessed now. Finlayson will come up to it. Gregson, not Finlayson. It's Finley Gregson. Thrower turns his opponent. Rolls now and goes. Burns him off. Looking inside. Trying to find House. In the end he finds Cruz Gray. Cruz Gray spinning nicely. Back to Hine. Hine with a bit of time. Cornelius confronts him. Drags him well. Well done, Hine. Looks inside, looking for Clayton House. Can't find the handle. Smith's on the attack again, looking for that second goal. Comes across the face. Pearson had it covered. He had these angles really good in the goal. And his fullbacks have done his job for him. Go to clear up the line. Dispossessed now. Oh. Geez, I dare say Josh DeMarco was a little bit lucky there. Hine on the dotted lines. Looking for that second goal for Smithton. Not in the right spot according to umpire House. Frustrating for a right half attacking and overlapping like that to have the play called back for the sake of 30 centimetres. Ooh. Just couldn't quite control the bouncing ball that time. Hine, 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Finley Gregson's out and he's going around Blake House. House had to track back hard. Gregson continues to come at him. Here's Hine. Hine to House. House finds time, finds Blake House. Blake House will go back to Kingston. Settling the play down, well done Smithton. Not overcommitting into attack. Now they go down the left-hand side. Going to try for another transfer. Back it comes. He's going to go back to Kingston, I'd say. No, he decides to go straight to House. Sets him a task. Had to trap it on the back stick, not able to do so, and it's gone out of bounds. And Launceston City a chance to load up and go again. Looking for that first goal, the one that'll bring them evil. Hine, great job there at centre half so far today. Hine's been impressive at centre half for Smithton this morning. So is Bo Cornelius at centre half for Launceston City. And a penalty corner.
Big momentum changing moment there in this first quarter, Bill. Launceston City getting a penalty corner. Good timing as well. There's only 90 seconds left in this quarter, and it's been mostly Smithton, you'd have to say, apart from Bo Cornelius. There was one or two times when he's broken into the circle, but otherwise Smithton attacking with pace. It's a huge moment for them, though.
I haven't seen the Launceston City battery this year, so we'll wait and see. It looks like Cornelius is going to step up and have a flick. No, he gets the ball, goes himself, shot. What? It's in! Into the left post. Bo Cornelius has drawn the game level. It's 1-1 here at Smithton with a minute to play in the first quarter. And you're right, Scott, you're dead right. The momentum has started to shift a little bit. Smithton came out firing early through Jacob Thrower and young Hine as well. Spud House is having an impact, but Launceston City have steadied and they're really pushing hard. They're looking fast, Launceston City. They seem to look faster than Smithton. Mind you, here's the fastest man in Australia, Jacob Thrower. Pushed into the corner. He's got a wall of 4 Launceston City players in front of him. Works his way through it. Kingston's up a long way from fullback. He's got House on the right-hand side. Decides to go towards the right. Didn't go to Blake House. He went in another direction. Ball comes in. Oh, geez, couldn't quite get a touch there. It was Richard Cornish. And again, well covered by Jaden Pearson in goal. LC cleared. Here's Alastair Stebbings, young Turbo. And that'll be quarter time here in Smithton. 1-1. Smithton versus Launceston City after 17 minutes of really good hockey, Scott. And I think It's been exciting to have a good tight match to get ourselves going early on in this quarter, isn't it?
Well, Bill, you spoke about speed. This game has been played at a breakneck speed. Smithton came out of the box absolutely flying, and their goal came from both quick ball movement but quick movement with the ball. So that when they're in attack, they are running it aggressively and fast and direct towards the Launceston City goal. But when they're in attack, they're actually moving the ball. They're passing it very quickly too. So I think speed has actually been a factor in that first quarter. A bit unlucky to give away that goal too. It was a crucial moment. Bo Cornelius, I think he's been best on in that first quarter for Launceston City. He's been in everything up their forward line, and I think he won that penalty corner and converted it as well. So it's probably papering over the cracks of those first 15 or so minutes of the first quarter for Launceston City. But yes, Phil, that siren came just as those sides were starting to level up and the game was starting to get really even. So I think we're on for an absolute cracker now in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right, Scott. I really do. That momentum shift with 2 minutes to go was... quarter time couldn't have come at a better time for Smithton, I don't think. The way Launceston City was starting to load up and really attack and put a heap of pressure on the Smithton defence. And the Smithton defence is a pretty good one. Like, you've got the likes of Blake House back there, a very good player. Nigel Kingston, of course, who's very dependable. Hayden Matthews in the goals. Xander Pokes back there. They're not going bad back there. It's just the challenge of just a bit of luck went their way with that penalty corner. It's the only penalty corner of the game too, so that shows that the game's been played very, very well. There's nothing too untoward going on. The umpires have had not much to do, which has allowed the game to flow, which is marvellous. That's just what we want to see. Cornish moved to the right-hand side where Smithton have been doing a lot of attacking in the first quarter. Looking at a little bit of extra pace, the fastest umpire in Tasmania. The second 17 minutes is underway. Hine will perch over the ball and find his way to Blake House, and Smithton will attack down the left-hand side through Thrower. Try saying that one 4 times in a hurry. House not quite dispossessed. The transfer's on. Decides to go into the middle. Wooldridge there, and the call coming from the back line. Don't go through the mids. Wooldridge overruns it. Gill. He'll roll out back to Denman. Denman will come this side to Finley Gregson. He'll go all the way back across. Good ball. Finds his way to Gill. Gill up the wing. Now they're in attacking position, Launceston City. Ball bobbling around in the circle. Players charging in everywhere. And they've given away the free hit. Kingston will just settle things down a bit before he clears it. Spud's going to go right. Good ball. Finds his way to Wooldridge. Wooldridge with a bit of space. Looking for Richard Cornish. He's beaten the defender. Cornish picks it up. No, he can't. Almost picked it up. It's 1-1, which is a very positive thing in this Smithton versus Launceston City game. The most disappointing thing of the whole day is that the West Devonport Smithton Div 2 game won't be broadcast today. If you're hanging around for that broadcast, you might be disappointed, although there's a head shake from Scott, which is fantastic. It'd be good to see the West Devonport Smithton Div 2 game broadcast as well to really make it a festival of hockey here in Circular Head. Launceston City attacking.
Bill Braid scores a goal in the first 5 minutes. Might just keep the camera rolling.
Yeah, Will Braid's got to get anywhere near the ball first. Poposky on the right half. They shut him down very, very quick. There's a good piece of running to get there. Not bad from Jordan Sutherland. A really good attacking running to shut down that transfer. Umpires with a sense of humour. It's what it's all about. Kingston sets up on the defensive 16. Throws it to the left side. Blake House is out a little bit further. Goes around Lockhart. Good young player, Lockhart. I like the way he goes about his hockey. Smith the ball now. Hine will step up and get over the top of it. Hine looking for the big cross across. Not the best trap from Woodridge. Denman. He'll look for Gregson at the left half. Gregson, diagonal ball across the field of play. Wasn't bad, but thrower picks it up. Up the line to Coker. Coker in the corner. Picked up by Cornelius, who's been playing a fantastic game today. Denman's gone for a run from fullback. Pushed his way along the right wing. Now there's some pressure on the Smithton defence. Works his way past Blakehouse, but well picked up there. And knocked out by Xander Polk. Play it on early. Inside the circle now via the T-spot. I still don't know why they do it, but they have done. Oh, Nigel Kingston's probably given away a penalty corner there. Just an indiscriminate waft at the ball from Kingston. Unlike him, really. Normally really, really dependable back there. For Smithton, been doing it for a long time, of course. Second penalty corner of the day. Looks like Cornelius is lined up for flick. Oh, save by Matthews. Well done. Kingston comes out off his line. Hayden Matthews a good save off that flick. It didn't have a huge amount of power behind it, but it was definitely on target and had to forced a good save. Third PC of the day. And it's gone wide. Cornelius disappointed with himself there. Hit the post on the way through. I think there was a little nick. I'd have given it out caught behind if I was umpiring, so I'm going to say it's touched it. Jason House finds his way on there as Spud House has a little spell. Turbo Stebbings about to go back on again. You're in a great spot for interchanges here, Scott. You've picked it nicely. You can see the whole lot going on in front of you. It's awesome. Lockhart has a little spell. Turbo Stebbings is going to go back on again. DeMarco pushing his way forward for Lonnie City. 1-1 at the moment. 10 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Denman. He's a long way from home. Not Denman, sorry. There's Denman making the mistrap. Here's Coker. He's got a bit to do. He's 1-on-3. Gets it out wide. Here goes Cornish. He's got pace to burn. Thrower pushes towards the back post. I reckon that's where it'll go. Here's Coker trying to force his way through. We'll get a long corner. Poposky off and Jago on. Smithton's still missing a few of their regular starters, so this is a pretty good effort to be 1-1 with Lonnie City at the moment. Coker with a lot of work to do with gang tackled. Bo Cornelius runs his way out. He's got Stebbings running to his right, but Cornelius is going to go himself. Kingston will try and hassle that out of bounds. Cornelius very fast. He's outdone Kingston there. Jeez, he's quick across the turf, Cornelius. Kept that one in really, really well. Here's Stebbings trying to work his way through. Cornelius, shots on, and it's missed. Jeez, he just bounced on that one, Jack Collins. Is that Cornelius down there? I didn't quite see what happened. It was...
Shot.
think he got a bit of a stitch from running so fast. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Cornish off and Cruz Gray on. That blonde mop of Cruz Gray. Transfers to the side is Jago. Jago looking for Cruz Gray. Across in front of him was DeMarco. DeMarco tries to work his way through. He does a good job so far. Confronted by Hine. Draws the free. Gregson to help Launceston City work their way back into attack. So has to go backwards to Denman. Denman the transfer. Oh, went behind thrower. That's a great ball. Picked up on the right wing by Collins. Collins will go backwards. Gill back to Denman. Wide again. Oh, well done by Jason House. Picked him nicely and then knocked it out of bounds. Geez, he picked him nicely. Just when you thought you wouldn't have Houses in the Smithton side, we replaced Clayton House with Jason House a minute ago. So we're keeping two Houses on the turf at all times. Here's thrower. Across the 25. Skirted by DeMarco. He's going to go back for House. House has got someone on him straight away. It's Alistair Stebbings. He'll go backwards again to Blake House. Blake will go back and around they go. Nigel Kingston will come to the right half out here. It's going to be Jago. He's got to make the trap. He does. He's got to keep it in now. He's got his real work cut out. And he's just run out of territory. She said he's working out keeping that one in, which was a quite difficult task for him. Gregson with Gray in front of him. Goes the overhead. Kingston will make the trap just outside the circle. And away they go. Jago on halfway. Lockwood, Denman. Inside to Stebbings. Tries to drag around Poke, but unable to do so. Very sturdy defenders down to Poke. Another little overhead brought down by Blake House. Jason House has got to go for it now, and he does. Dispossessed by Collins over there. Collins will roll it back. They're taking their time, Lonnie City. They're not rushing anything here. Despite the fact they're running really, really hard and fast, they're not rushing anything. Here's Cruz Gray. He's confronted. Turns the ball over. Oh, unlucky there. I thought it was a pretty good tackle from Wooldridge. And a long corner. Smithton haven't earned a penalty corner yet this match. Have earned a couple of longs, but no penalty corners so far. And the penalty corner was what brought Launceston City level after Smithton scored early in the first quarter. 1-1 here with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Greater Northern Men's Hockey League. Smithton versus Launceston City, the longest road trip in the competition. Launceston to Smithton. Not that Smithton to Launceston's any shorter, but Launceston to Smithton. Ball dribbles out over the baseline, just wide of the post. Oh, great tackle. Jason House just knocks the ball away, then finds the foot of DeMarco. It's been thinking of a rare 4A forward in this quarter, sorry. Haven't been all that busy in attack. Kingston presses forward a little bit. Throws it wide to Jago. Jago's having trouble trapping on that far side.
Keep going, Bruce. Keep going. Keep going, Bruce. Bruce, keep going. Bruce, Bruce.
Overheard ball from Gregson's good, and Lockhart was the target. Poposky on, House off. Poposky confronted by Lockhart, does well on the free hit. Nice trap, Jason House in the middle. Looking for a runner on the right-hand side, hasn't got one. And then he finds Cornish. Cornish has the ball knocked into his foot. And that 4-8 is over. Gill goes long in the direction of Stebbings, whose legs aren't long enough to get in there quick enough. And it's out over the baseline. 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Launceston City travelling to Smithton, 1-1. At the moment, a goal early on to Smithton was a good way to start the day through Jacob Thrower, but then Bo Cornelius found the net from a penalty corner late in the first quarter. Scoreless second quarter so far, although Smithton are looking to address that at the moment with this trip forward. Clayton House dispossessed that time though by DeMarco. That'd be a good contest, that one, if they're allowed to play on each other for most of the day. House and DeMarco works his way forward, just finds the foot of House. Skillful player, DeMarco. Launceston City via the right wing, but it's shut down by Kingston. Turned inside by Thrower. Smithton in attack with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Be looking for that really elusive goal just before half time. Would really set them up for the second half, I reckon. And at the moment, it's with things very, very even on the field and on the scoreboard, it's going to be critical to find that next goal. City transfer. Cornelius, but a bit quieter in this quarter. Started off in a blaze of glory in the first quarter. It was fantastic. Oh, great trap, Lockhart. Lockhart is going to have to drag his way around Kingston. Can he do it? Kingston, a very seasoned campaigner. Lockhart working with great skill. Maintains possession of the ball. Throws the ball back to Gregson. And the ball back to Lockhart wasn't accurate. Good play by Lockhart there. Pretty enterprising from the young fella. He's a decent young player, and I reckon he'll go all right if he keeps sticking at his hockey. He's I think he was a member of their state squad last year in the under-13s. Very handy young player. It's about a minute to go before I give up the microphone, and Scotty Edwards will take you all the way through to the finish of this game and hopefully into the next game, which is West Devonport versus Smithton in the Div 2. We'll see how keen he is for that sort of stuff. It's starting to get a little bit cooler here in Smithton now. It's at the average temperature of Smithton of 6 degrees, which is what it is most of the year round down here. For those who've never been in the northwest coast in the Circular Head region, it's normally about 6 degrees in Smithton all year round. So that's what we've got today, I think. Even though it's beautiful sunshine, but the clouds look like they're gathering over to the east, so that could be interesting as well. Kingston goes wide to the far side. One final attack from Smithton is knocked out. I think they're going to run out of time with 12 seconds to go. They might have a chance to have one more attack if they're quick enough. It's got to go hard from Kingston straight at the goals here now. And he does. Can we get a touch from thrower? Is it thrower? No, it's sorry, it was Cornish down there, not thrower. And that's half time, 1-1. One more each and they'll be level. Launceston City travelling to Smithton for the Greater Northern Men's Hockey League match of the day from Hockey Tasmania's YouTube channel. I've been Will Braid. Thank you very much for having me in your ear hole for the last hour or so, and I'll give you back to Scott Edwards while I go and get ready to warm up and play.
You've just been blessed with the golden tonsils of Bill Braid on commentary there today. Everybody watching on at home. It is half time, it is 1-1. This is an interesting little match happening here. Both these sides need 3 points. It'd be big in the context of their season to get the win here, so it is all on after half time. But we will take just a short break from the commentary, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to the Smithton Hockey Complex. It's the second half, and just as the whistle started the clock, the rain started coming down. Both of these sides used to playing in tough conditions, so shouldn't be too much of a problem just at the moment. There's been quite a bit of rain around Tasmania over the last couple of days. It's still 1-0 at the start of the third quarter here. Smithton started off really strongly. Lots of speed in their attack, got the early goal. Launceston City were able to draw a level through Bo Cornelius from a penalty corner not too long before the end of the first quarter, and from there it's been pretty level pegging. Neither side really finding a good opening just yet. Take control of this match. Points on offer today. Both of these sides need the 3 points on offer. Launceston City, a win would just keep them in the frame of pushing for a top 4. That top 4 is starting to solidify in the men's competition, but the teams below them, which includes this Launceston City side, will want to try and get as many wins as they can to close that gap, stay in the conversation. Smithton currently no wins on the board this season, but a really good chance at home here. Get their first points on the board. City up the right wing. Just into the area of the pitch where the camera can't reach. Starting to go a little bit more direct now into the circle. Chance on the spot, and it's a penalty corner. And Launceston City, it's how they scored initially from the penalty corner. And it's a good opportunity here for them early in the second half to just put themselves in the lead. Here's number 8, Bo Cornelius, lined up at the top of the battery once again. Probably go for another drag flick here. Does. Great save. Cornelius gets the follow-up, but it's another great save from the keeper. Cornelius with a third attempt, a third save. And a wonderful bit of keeping there to prevent Launceston City from taking the lead and scoring. Jago out at right half. Saints retain the ball. The rain comes down even harder here now. It's a little bit weird to look at it because the sun's still shining, but it is definitely starting to get very heavy here. We'll see just how that will affect the players. Got a nice little rainbow in the sky over the top of the Smithton Sporting Complex, but right out here pitch side, the rain is starting to come down very heavily. So Smithton able to hold it together defensively. Struggling to get over their half line. They've got an opportunity now in attack. Free hit just inside the 23. Coker, that was quite a few metres away from where the initial infringement happened, and Smithton are forced to retake it. All the way back to Kingston. So, just a little bit of an extended period of possession here for Smithton. And City under the pump. The defence is holding up so far so well. Oh, dangerous turnover. Cornelius with an important tackle there defensively. So we've had a good downpour for the last 7 minutes, and it looks to have just eased for the moment. But now all the players soaked. Turnover in midfield. The work from Jago defensively, stepping in front of his man. Good ball down the line too. Attack on here. And just as we spoke about the rain easing, it's just come back a little bit. City trying to weather this storm both on the pitch and off it. Smithton are putting them under immense pressure. Good work there from Jaden Pearson in the Launceston City net. So the Saints have had a lot of the ball in the last 8-9 minutes. Only really forced one chance on the circle. So it's a case of not getting a reward for effort at the moment. Huge tackle there. And a green card. So Smithton will be down to 10 players for the moment. Opportunity for City with an extra player on the field for the next 2 minutes. Great ball from Cornelius, looking for Stebbings. Managed to get a stick to it too. Sent his deflection wide. And long clearance out of defence, soak up some of that penalty time. City again attacking down the right. That play there just about sums up Smithton's second half so far. Been able to get the ball out of their defence, using their halves really well too. Getting it up into their forward line, but not really being able to create something in that attacking third. Haven't really put Launceston City under enough pressure for the amount of possession that they've had. Could come back to bite them. Had an extended period of possession and control here in this match. And you just feel like City have survived. And they might have one or two better attacking options too to take advantage of it. City hunting around the circle. Young Stebbings running in on the post again, signalling that he was just centimetres away from getting a touch on that one and scoring a goal. Smithton out down the left now. And young Cruz Gray getting a boot in defence just to slow that play down. And the rain back once again. Really starting to come down heavily too. Just wonder how much of an effect this weather will have on this game. It's really pelting down now. Must be really unpleasant out there for some of the players to try and work through this. The game all tied up, 1-1. Concentration really important under this kind of pressure. And again, that's a bit symptomatic of Smithton's day. Having the ball around that 23, just unable to connect with their forwards and really create something in the attacking section of the ground, and just letting Launceston City get away with it at the moment. It's 2.5 minutes to go. Gray's over the ball. Rain just easing for the moment too. Opportunity for them to create something here. Gray once again starting to see quite a fair bit of the ball. Now the switch to play out to the right. Jago. His long ball. Gives them an opportunity on right wing now. Happy to be patient too. It's good signs. About 100 seconds left in this third quarter and it's still tied 1-1. And again, Coker just not clean with the trap. And Launceston City are able to run it out of defence and relieve the pressure once again. And City just happy to take it easy as the rain has eased just a little bit and catch their breath. Shake the water droplets out of their eyes. One last push forward. Into the circle, keeper comes sliding out, collects the ball and the player. All clean there. Important moment for both these sides. Smithton won't want to give away a cheap goal here. Likewise, got a chance to score one. Ball's loose. Gregson. He's lucky to get away with that one too. Clock ticks down. Time for one last attack, you'd feel. Chance for one last attack from either side if they go quickly here. Saints need to get players forward. Options aren't there. It's an overhead. Deep into attack, but no one's there to get on the end of it. And unbelievably, it's still 1-1 with just 1 quarter left to play and everything to gain for both these sides. Typically, the rain stops just as the sides are going off for a break. Get a chance to dry off, maybe. Spare a thought for the umpires. Poor old Leah House has been just copping it out there with the whistle. Well, we've had 3 quarters here. Sides haven't been, well, can't be separated at the moment. And now we've got 17 minutes left in this Greater Northern League round 6 match. Well, shout out to Ian Clarkman, who's watching on. Not sure if he made the trip up today or if he's just watching on from home, but just making a comment about the beautiful weather up here in Smithton that we've had in that last quarter. Does seem to have passed. The teams are coming back out for the final quarter. And it's a little bit drier out there than it was for the last 17 minutes. All to play for, though. You feel like there's maybe just 1 goal in it. So whoever can get that next goal could actually walk away with an important 3 points. So moments away from the start of this final quarter.
Sideline, please. Sideline, please.
No, ahead, Limbo, ahead, open space.
Next one.
Good rolling. Yeah, I know. Rolling, boss, Richie, rolling. Rolling. Didn't go, nothing from him.
Well, there's just 4 minutes left in this GNL men's match now. It's still 1-1, Smithton, Launceston City, but Saints are currently serving a 5-minute yellow card suspension, so they are down to 10 players. And that will expire with maybe about a minute, 30 seconds to go. It just survived a really important moment with Launceston City with a penalty corner. Shot being saved on the line, and now Saints in attack looking for a winner. Got a chance to set up here in a really good position in attacking midfield. Sun's back out again too. Rain's gone away. Starting to get a bit physical out there too. It's an important moment for both of these sides in the context of this season. Not sure either of them will be happy with the draw either. I think it's win or nothing at this point. So Smithton now back to their full 11. There's about 2.5 minutes left. House, his pass is a bit wide. Now give the ball back to Launceston City out at left half. Just starting to get a little bit scrappy. It's now just 2 minutes to go and they're still all tied up. Whoever can be the cleanest with their execution after they've been through so much could be the winner here. Oh, and Stebbings has snuck in at the back post. Has possibly just scored a winner with 60 seconds left on the clock. Smithton desperate to set up and get this started. Launceston City running back into position. And that could be a huge goal, huge moment for Lonnie City's season. A goal in the final minute. And now with possession of the ball in their defensive half, they'll probably be happy just to maintain possession. You can hear Launceston City coach Colin Pearson desperately yelling at his players just to slow it down and hold possession. Down the line they go. Clever ball into the corner just to soak up a few extra seconds. Smithton throwing everyone forward for one last go. Long ball. Spills. And Jaden Pearson, outside of his circle, clears the ball. And an incredible finish here at the Smithton Hockey Complex with Launceston City stealing a 2-1 win right at the death. able to walk away with a full complement of points from their road trip. That does just keep them in the conversation for the top 4 at this moment in the season. That does conclude our live stream broadcast from the Smithton Hockey Complex today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Special thank you to Jason House and the Smithton Turf for hosting us today and setting us up nicely out here. They turned on the weather for 7 of the 8 quarters that we had today, and then an absolute deluge third quarter in the men's match, and players got absolutely soaked. But at the end of it, Launceston City with a 2-1 win that is crucial for their season. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next GNL live stream.